For more on this, Shaina Lowe joins me from occupied East Jerusalem. She's a communications advisor at the Norwegian Refugee Council. Shaina, great to have you here with us on TRT World. What more can you tell us about the plight of women in occupied Palestinian territories?
Well, first of all, let's look at Gaza, where, as was earlier reported in this broadcast, an estimated 9,000 women have already been killed over the last 5 months of hostilities. On top of that, you have many women who've lost their children, their husbands, their fathers, their mothers, their extended family. Women are paying a deep and heavy price as a result of these hostilities. And we know that it's more difficult for women leading households to seek out assistance. We've seen in these airdrops just this week, it's very difficult for women in northern Gaza to participate in the scramble for aid and assistance. And so women and other vulnerable groups are often those that are left behind or missing out in terms of getting the little aid and assistance that's going in. On top of that, with thousands of pregnant women in Gaza, they're not able to access the proper maternal care that they deserve. And we ourselves at the Norwegian Refugee Council had the sister of one of our colleagues give birth just last month and describe just unimaginable conditions in the hospital that she was forced to deliver in, including unsanitary conditions, no place for her to sit while she was in labor. She described having to take the doctor's chair because there simply was no place for her to lie down and sit. These are the unimaginable conditions that women are forced to live under. On top of that, we have a situation in the West Bank where settler violence and excessive use of force by Israeli soldiers has led to the deaths of over 500 Palestinians last year, and hundreds of Palestinians in the West Bank just since October 7th. Women are afraid to let their children go out, to let their husbands go out, and often women are the ones making the most sacrifices in terms of eating last, taking the smallest amount of food and sacrificing on behalf of their children and the rest of their families. On this International Women's Day, it's truly important that we recognize the strength and the courage of Palestinian women who are facing such adversity throughout the occupied Palestinian territory.
I think it goes without saying that Palestinian women have defied odds in the face of starvation, malnutrition, and relentless bombing taking place in the Gaza Strip. Now, Shaina, let me ask you, as a woman, what would be your message to the international community on this International Women's Day about the plight of women in Gaza?
It's important, as we've seen all Palestinians get dehumanized and be reduced basically to numbers over the last 5 months, to remember that these are individuals. These are individuals, and particularly women who love, who care, who deserve opportunities, who deserve freedom from violence, freedom from starvation, and as we watch their rights be trampled on over the last 5 months in particular, but over the last almost 57 years of occupation, it's important that we continue to champion and recognize the rights of Palestinians, and that they must be realized, particularly those of Palestinian women.
Shaina Lowe, it's always a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much for talking to us here on TRT World.